Hello, work study students. I wanted to make a short video over how to turn in your weekly reports and pay stubs for the second semester. We are going to do things a little bit differently this time. We're going to use a program called Book Widgets where you can turn in both your weekly reports and your pay stub evidence in one item. It will still be posted through Google Classroom, but I wanted to show you how it works. So here on the screen, you're going to see a calendar. There are 8 weeks divided up into partner weeks. On here, you'll see that there is a weekly report that is due every Saturday. So my advice to you would be to set an alarm on your phone for every Saturday to remind you to turn this weekly report in. I will be putting the weekly report grades on the gradebook on Mondays of each week. Turn it in on Saturday. Grades are posted on Monday. To do a weekly report, all you need to do is click on the weekly report that you want to do that week. If you click on report number 1, you'll see this green box appears. You're going to click on this green box, fill out the information that is listed on the form, and click Submit. When you click Submit, it will ask you your Google account, and it will record your score in Google Classroom through your Google account. You're going to do this for all 8 weeks. Please do it on or before each Saturday. This is also the space where you will turn in your pay stub evidence. Now, some of you are paid once a week, and some of you are paid once every 2 weeks. Regardless of how you are paid, 1 week or 2 weeks, you are going to turn that in this item right here. So as you notice, this is for week 1 and 2. If you're paid once every week, you will turn in 2 pay stubs for this week. If you're paid once every 2 weeks, you will turn in 1 pay stub. You will go over here to weeks 1 and 2 for pay stubs. Click on the green box. If you are paid weekly, add pay stub images for each week separately in this form. If you are paid once every 2 weeks, you're only going to have 1 pay stub. This is the most important piece of information. I need to know, when did this pay period begin and when did this pay period end? This is not the date that you received your pay. This is usually before you receive your pay. So for example, let's say my pay period began on March 14th and it ended on March 25th. That is the dates of the pay period, and then you're going to write how many hours you worked for this pay period. So maybe you worked 15 hours. Now, if you are paid once every week, you will do this twice. Week 1 and week 2 is down here. After you have put in your pay period, you will come here, tap the camera, and it will ask you where you have your pay stub photo stored, and you will click and enter that pay stub. If you are paid once every 2 weeks, you are now done. You have finished it. But if you are paid once every week, you will do this for week 1 and this for week 2. When you are finished, you will click Submit, and it will ask you, do you want to submit this through your Google account, and you will say yes, or enter your Google account information. Now, I realize that not everybody's pay period ends neatly in these shaded boxes on these dates. I'm aware of that. However, your pay period needs to be somewhere in this area for it to count for week 1 and 2. So just approximate or get as close as you can to these dates for your pay period evidence submissions. So, how will your grade be figured? Let's talk about grades for a second. Each one of these weekly reports is worth 10 points, for a total of 80 points at the end of the semester. Each of these weekly pay stub submissions are worth 40 points each, for a total of 160 points per semester. In addition to turning in a weekly report every Saturday and pay stubs as soon as you get them, you are also required to write a final paper. This final paper will be an assignment through Google Classroom. It will be due on May 10th. So make sure you get that done. It by itself is worth 50 points. And then the last grade that you'll receive for this class is your employer evaluation that will be conducted by me. If you have any questions about this, please email me at jshendel@goddardusd.com. I think this system is really going to help us keep track of what we've turned in and for which pay period it belongs to. It will all be stored nice and neatly in this document here, and your submissions will keep. So if you click on report number 4 and think, maybe I've already done report number 4, I'm not sure. If you click on this and click on the green box, any answers that you have put in here will still be in here. So then you'll know, yes, I did do that. I did complete that. If there are questions about your pay stubs, they will also be stored in this document and we can pull them up and look at them together. If you have any questions, please let me know. I think this will be a better way to do things.